Healthy Mama, and today I want to introduce you to this guy. No, it's not what you think it is. Although it's pretty well established that your sexual response and satisfaction are related to the integrity of the muscles of your pelvic floor. But no, this doesn't vibrate. This is a Perifit. Perifit is a Kegel exerciser. Designed and developed in France, Perifit is like a personal trainer for the muscles of your pelvic floor. It's the cheerleader that you need, that we all need, to get those Kegels in every week. As an athletic therapist and an osteopathic manual practitioner, I see this all the time in my office. Women who are not confident in their ability to contract and relax their pelvic floors. Even women who have seen pelvic floor physios. And women who are just not doing their pelvic floor homework because it is more boring than watching paint dry. Enter Perifit. Perifit uses a video game platform to help you level up your pelvic floor game. Yes, a video game that you play with the muscles of your pelvic floor. You download the free app, calibrate it, and off you go. You'll be collecting lotus flowers, dodging scary blackbirds, and jumping over things, all while your partner looks on in total awe or jealousy. After your session, you'll see a report showing how you are doing in 5 areas: your strength, endurance, frequency, accuracy, and release, or relaxation. This is another reason why I love Perifit. Each game involves a lot of pelvic floor relaxation time. Most women associate the term Kegel with strength, with a contraction of their pelvic floor muscles. But a healthy pelvic floor is one that is both strong and able to fully relax, one that isn't hypertonic. Considering hypertonicity is really common and often a contributing factor for various pelvic floor dysfunctions, it's really great to know that the Perifit games work on your ability to fully relax those pelvic floor muscles. I was actually really surprised the first time I used it how much off time there was in each game. This is the kind of detail that makes Perifit stand out. Perifit is for all women. It is for women with dysfunctions like stress and urge incontinence. It is for women who are rebuilding after birth. It is for women with pelvic organ prolapse. It is for women who want to increase their sexual response. And it's even for women who just want to prevent all those things other than the sexual response part. All the dysfunctions. It's no secret that Kegels are boring and that compliance is poor. Perifit has set out to change that, and it's doing an incredible job. So I bought my Perifit after the birth of my 3rd baby. I was diagnosed with a pelvic organ prolapse, a mild urethral to be specific. I was diagnosed with it during my pregnancy. My baby was super low all pregnancy long, and then a cold turned into a bronchial infection that had me coughing for weeks and weeks on end. So it was enough to strain my urethra and cause a mild prolapse. And while prolapse is common among the perinatal population, it is not a nice diagnosis to receive. Despite mine being mild, the fear factor and anxiety of my prolapse was consuming at times. I was constantly aware of it, assessing how, my symptoms were with every activity or exercise, day to day, trying to judge if it was feeling better or worse. Thankfully, delivery went great and no further injury was caused. I consulted with 2 pelvic floor physios during pregnancy and again after delivery, and while they helped me out in a huge way, the work to try to repair my prolapse after delivery, if that was even possible, was entirely up to me. Being an athletic therapist and an osteopathic manual practitioner, I knew the importance of building strength in my core and my hips postpartum to help with my prolapse. And I tackled these with all my will. Swimming a ton, walking, although even walking would sometimes make my symptoms worse, I kept at it. And I slowly rebuilt that full body strength with strengthening exercises. But when it came to pelvic floor specific exercises, I always fell short at getting them in. Let's be honest, Kegels are boring. This is no surprise. I'd much rather swim and do my strength exercises than lie in bed doing Kegels. But I also knew the importance of working my pelvic floor muscles in isolation. I'd seen Perifit ads and was curious about how well these types of devices actually worked. And as a physical therapist, I'd had countless women over the years ask me about Kegel exercisers, and I never had an answer for them. So I bought a Perifit as an adjunct to healing my prolapse, and to also fulfill this curiosity about these kinds of devices. Well, I was pretty much sold on the benefits of Perifit after my first time using it. I had never done Kegel exercises for so long in one go. The Perifit is incredibly sensitive, but also challenging. And the fact that you are playing a video game with your pelvic floor muscles is kind of all you need to know. It's addictive. You will never do Kegels for as long as you will when your goals are to avoid bombs and scary blackbirds. So what about my prolapse? Well, it healed, like 100% healed. I have 0 symptoms. I don't believe that my prolapse healed solely because of my Perifit, but I do believe that it was a big part of what helped. Perifit is for every woman at any stage of life, whether you are symptomatic with prolapse or incontinence, or whether you have never even considered just how important your pelvic floor muscles are. Perifit cuts the guesswork and encourages the compliance. Having had a prolapse diagnosis and never wanting to feel that prolapse sensation again, Perifit will be in my bedside drawer for years to come. 30 minutes a week with Perifit, playing video games with my pelvic floor muscles, is nothing if it means maintaining a strong and healthy pelvic floor and never being diagnosed with prolapse again.